First things first, OTVI, outbound tender volume index. This is not collapsing. The OTVI, the amount of tenders going from shipper to carrier requests for covering truckloads, it's not collapsing. It hasn't been doing great over the last year. We're down about 9% year over year. We're under that 2023 level. That's concerning, but a lot of this erosion in total truckload demand has come from the fact that a lot of it's moving on the rails now, intermodal volumes, this trade war, looming tariffs, and all this kind of geopolitical stuff has really fed the demand on the container side. So a lot of that's staying, especially the transcontinental freight, is staying on the rails. And that's reflected in our next chart here. The O-rail, or outbound loaded container volume, which measures domestic and international containers moving on the rail, up about 5% year over year. Again, we're not seeing collapsing demand levels yet. So a lot of these headlines and a lot of the things you're listening to are about future concerns, not current environment stuff as of yet. But you look at the tender volume index over the last year, down about 9%, like I mentioned, continuing to erode. We're probably netting slightly down from a total demand side output. The concern is, of course, are we seeing the front edge of some things? Let's move on to the next chart. In the tender rejection index, from a truckload market perspective, if I'd have told you that we'd be right around 6 or 5% tender rejection rates this time in April, the traditional low point of the freight market over the last 2 years, you would say things are going well. And I don't think that's necessarily the case, especially based on some of these earnings calls. But a 5% rejection rate, still not very high from a historical standpoint, from miles away from where we were in COVID, where we were averaging over 20%. This market is still relatively soft, although becoming increasingly responsive. Last but not least, let's look at the import demand. IOTI measures bookings from all over the world into the United States. It's fallen, but it hasn't collapsed just yet. So
that's right.